going on, everybody? Welcome into What You Heard Reviews. I'm Zeke. That is Dre right there.
Burr. Subscribe to become part of the tribe. Do us right. Hit that like and comment if you are rocking with the content now. We got a fire one. Man. We always got a fire one. It doesn't matter. Even if it's a whack one, it's a fire one. But,
Ain't that the truth, man?
You know how we do, man. Starting off the new year review with R&B, man. We got Vedo.
Mood swings.
And man,
so let's tell the people in 2023 what we're doing real quick.
Yeah, so
we're doing a review a little bit different than we have in the past. We're not going to go track by track anymore.
Nope.
We are now going to go.
We're going through a new rating system.
Okay. So it's going to be project. Is it a project? Is it a flow? Does it have a good flow to it? Production. How's the production in this? Obviously, the lyrics, replayability, and then this one.
No. I actually forgot to tell you, and I'm glad that we're doing it right on the show.
Okay.
We're changing it. It's not going to be called a vibe check.
Okay. What is it?
We're going to call it a vibrant thing. Hey, a vibrant. Is it a vibrant thing?
Okay. All right.
Are you vibing with it?
Yeah. Are you vibing with it? This is very kind of personal, right? Because
and shout out to Vedo. She was the one that came up with the term. She said, can't be a vibe check. It's got to be a vibrant thing, a vibrant thing.
So just so you know, that's how we're going to start reviewing all our full projects in 2023 and for the foreseeable future. So let's get into it, man. Let's start off with this. Is this a project?
Okay.
And I would agree this is a full project.
This is a project.
Mood swings is a great way to...
So funny because I'm listening to the album and I'm like, man, this is all over the place. And then I went and looked at the title. I was like, it's all over the place.
It's all over the place.
It's mood swings.
Right.
Yes.
Right. So I do agree, man, that, you know, at first I was like, man, I'm not sure about this project. Right. And then once you start diving into projects, no matter what, you start getting an understanding, even if it's a little bit off or whatever, this actually makes really good sense of what this project is. And I actually really do enjoy that.
Yes.
The next one is flow. How does it flow from track number 1 all the way to track number 13? I believe there's 13 tracks.
13 tracks, yep.
This I kind of have a little bit of an issue with, right? And again, it kind of could go with the project mood swing, right? But I still feel like there's certain tracks on here that you could probably eliminate.
You could definitely take a few out.
You know,
and then the thing about this is that the beginning and the end kind of seem separate from the middle. The middle feels has more of a flow. There's more of a up and a down.
Yes.
The beginning and the end, there's like a certain sound towards the end and a certain sound towards the beginning. And then the middle is where you're like, oh, yeah. This flows. I like this. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I mean, and you see it in Do You Mind, Consistency, You and Me, Forever, and Tell Me. Like that meat of it where it's like you've got these kind of party tracks, more uppity tracks, and then but it's the back and forth between the singing and the bounce singing. Right. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yes. I would agree with you. Thank you for putting it that way because I was having a hard time actually.
I got you.
Yeah, because there is just something a little bit negative about this flow, the flow of track 1 through 13.
Right.
Well, honestly, man, I really like to listen to this kind of out of whack.
Yeah, you put it on shuffle.
Yeah, because
for sure.
For some reason, it just hits a little bit better that way for me.
It does.
The next one is production. I do have a little bit of an issue with. Okay, so this is kind of a weird thing for me.
Okay.
The production's fine. It doesn't sound like crap by any stretch of the imagination.
No, not at all.
It sounds fine. I find it though very vanilla.
Okay.
I think this is probably the weakest category that we're going to go through.
Okay.
there's nothing really that really stands out to me as far as like production in music quality that it's fine.
Yeah.
But there's nothing like, oh man, that beat is fire, or that the way this. There's nothing like that to me on this.
I think I would somewhat disagree with you there, because I think on Do You Mind, on You and Me, and on Tell Me, I think those beats are phenomenal. Now, all of those are more bouncy, more radio type of songs. You know what I'm saying? Even with Celebrate, I feel like the production on that is done pretty well. Now, are there some that I'm like, I agree with you though. There is a good amount of it that's but it's not, but the style is a little bit more Trey songs. It's more of that 2005 to 2010 type of R&B.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm with you on that. Yes. This does definitely have, this is going to sound negative and it's really not, but it does have an older sound.
Yeah, getting back to the roots of R&B.
But it's not bad.
For sure.
You know what I mean? But
1000%.
But it definitely plays into my effect of it could be a lot of background music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's the way I feel about production.
And we get into the lyrics. Now, there are parts of this where lyrically it's crazy. But then you get into a song like DAF.
DAF, man.
And
I'm sorry, man.
This D ain't free. No, this D ain't free.
It's just comes.
The D ain't free.
The D ain't free, man. And to get my heart right, and give me a PS5, something like that. Whatever he says, it just comes across corny.
Okay. But I get it though. I get why it was done.
I do too. Again,
it's fun for me.
The project, right? It fits into the project because it's a mood swing, right?
Right.
It's how he was feeling. It's a part of, because everything is relationship based, right? Just like most R&B stuff is, right?
Right.
And it's the different elements of, the relationship,
right?
And so he's just speaking on it. It just comes across kind of corny to me. That's all.
And guess what?
And there's a couple of them.
People are going to love it.
People probably will love it, man. But and then
replayability, man.
Some.
Yeah. No, I think overall there are definitely, like I said, there's the good like meat in the like that part. Pause. There's a good part of it that's really good, especially on more of the vibrant type of songs like Do You Mind, You and Me, Tell Me, Only, Celebrate's really dope. Somebody Else is really dope. So there's definitely things that you can take out of there, throw in your playlist and rock with it. You know what I'm saying? But there's ones that you're like, there's some skippability here.
Right.
For sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think everybody will be a little bit different on this. This is why this is an interesting project, because I really believe, because I kind of want to ask you as we get into, our last category,
a vibrant thing.
A vibrant thing. What is your kind of couple favorite tracks on here?
So definitely, I would say number one would be You and Me. That's the one. It's that's got
very
that
bouncy.
Yeah, it's only you and me. It just got that. That funk, that bounce. Tell Me is definitely probably number two. And that's why I keep bringing these three up. Do You Mind with Chris Brown. Even though I'm not a big fan of autotune, and I really am not a big fan of Chris Brown doing autotune, because he can really sing. But I do like the vibe of the song. Like the vibe of the song puts me in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? It's got a sample on it. So anytime you have a sample, it's always that nostalgia factor.
Right.
Yeah, Celebrate, Somebody Else. Those are kind of floating around, but You and Me, that one just gets me going. I'm
with you on that, because it is probably the most upbeat song on here. And I feel like there needs to be a couple more tracks like that on here.
Yeah.
I really do, because it's really good, man. And it would service the album a little bit better if it had a little bit more of that in there. And it didn't need to be much.
No.
Just like maybe one or two more would have been awesome. My favorite tracks are Consistency.
Consistency is fire. I'm tripping. Yeah, Consistency is fire.
I love... Because I love the way he breaks the word down in the chorus part of it, the hook part of it. Oh, man.
Yeah,
you're right.
I forgot about that.
I love that. I absolutely love that.
Tripping.
DAF is probably number 2. No, I'm just playing.
Hey, this is what I got to put on when I'm listening to that.
Yeah.
You and it's only you and me.
There you go.
Baby.
So, yeah, mine is right in the middle here. So, You and Me is really good. That's either 2 or 3. And then Tell Me is probably in that 2 or 3 spot as well. Now, the tracks, I want to bring in a little bit of the negative, though.
Yeah, man.
Because I think Forever...
forever got to be gone forever.
Forever is... And it's just like in a guitar... But the problem I have with it, man, is just keeps going over and over and over and over and over again, and it's long. It's like 4 minutes plus, which is fine for a song. I usually don't have a problem with the length, but when it's the same thing over and over again,
pause.
Yeah. So, and then DAF, man, I can't get behind that, man. I really just I can't get behind that track, dude. Sorry, bro, I can't do it. But anyways, yeah, man.
Scoring time. What you got, baby?
I'm going to give this a 7.
Yep.
This is a 7. And look,
solid
man,
7.
It's
though.
solid.
It's a solid 7.
It's a solid 7, man.
It's like take 3 out, and it's like an 8-9.
Yeah, it's probably a 9 if you take like 3 songs out.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, yeah.
So
I'm with you.
It's a 7,
1,000%.
And I think everybody should check this out.
It's a good project.
If you're an R&B fan, I really think you should check this out, because we don't get a lot of R&B that's like this in particular. A lot of it's in the new age of R&B, which is fine. We talk about it a lot, with hip hop and stuff like that as well. Mm-hmm. So we don't get much like this very often.
Right.
My big takeaway is, again, there's a couple songs you could probably get rid of.
Yeah.
It'd make it more complete. And I find some of the music just a tad bit vanilla-ish.
Yeah, I think
that's about it.
I agree with you, man. I think
but
that
it's a solid 7.
Solid 7. I think that there's songs definitely that if you remove them from the project slaps a little bit more. I would say right around the 9 track range would be where I would be with the tracks and take some of those tracks out. I think I would start it off with Celebrate, and then I'd probably end it off at Tell Me.
Right.
Right. So the 8 tracks. Maybe I would leave Only in there, and still end it off with Tell Me.
Yeah.
Take Forever out. Do some sprinkles here and there, but definitely it would be Celebrate would start it, Tell Me would end it, and then You and Me and Do You Mind and all that stuff sprinkled all in the middle right there. And this, I think, would have been a 9 or a 10, depending on how you arrange the track. So
I'm with you on that, dude. But the other thing I want to say real quick, it just popped in my head. I forgot because I really wanted to say this. I actually think that it would have been a little bit cooler too to have features, more female features in here.
Oh, that would have been dope. A little bit of her or something like that.
Yeah, because there's only one on here, and that's Tink, and that's towards the bottom.
Consistency would have been dope with a feature, even though it was a great song.
Right. So, I mean,
somebody else would have been dope with a feature, even though it was a great song. That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
So, I just think a little bit of the female vocal would have been awesome in some of these.
For sure.
Now, does it need it? Not necessarily, no. But it's just to kind of break it up a little bit. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, I just kind of wanted to mention that.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Vedo. Make sure you guys go check out our spotlight on Richie Evans. Vedo is all over that EP.
Yeah.
And yeah, man.
Yeah. You guys stay safe. You guys stay positive out there,
Yeah. And as always, it's only you and me, baby. Peace.